morning, Falcons. Welcome back to our third episode of At Home KBFT.
We hope you've been enjoying our show so far.
Today's episode will feature some more news about school closures and a special behind-the-scenes look of our new school play, 20th Century.
Let's not keep them waiting, Maggie. Roll the intro.
3, 2, take it.
You've seen how school closures have affected high schools and colleges.
But have you heard about how elementary schools are dealing with COVID-19?
Here's Sophie Sidley bringing us more information about the SCUSD district school closures.
To give us a new perspective in the workforce at this time, 6th grade teacher Brandy Sidley explained to us how the Sac City Unified School District is handling the situation and how she is working hard to implement new ways to help her students from home.
This is an unprecedented situation for all of us and kind of uncharted territory. So far, our district has been working really hard to make sure that students' meals needs are met. So I know they're offering a lot of free meals, both breakfast and lunch at different school sites. We've been getting communication from them every couple of days and are getting ready to move on to the next phase. We haven't been told what that phase is. My guess is some kind of distance learning. Plans like this take months to put into action, and all of us are being asked to do it on the fly, and so we're kind of figuring it out as we go.
She told us her thoughts on the most important aspects of distance learning.
One of the things that I'm really trying to focus on is making sure that my students have social connection to one another. We had a Zoom chat. There's about 12 of us, and I plan to do that again on Monday, so that's fun for them. And then Monday I plan on putting some curriculum into that Zoom plan.
Ms. Sidley shared with us some of the hardships of working in SCUSD and how she plans to handle them.
We have a very diverse school population, and so everybody's needs are different, everybody's capabilities are different. I know I have a few students that don't have access to internet, and so we'll be helping them with that. And they'll also need devices to be able to make online learning possible if that's the direction we're going. And with the library, you can download books.
This has been Sophie Sidley reporting for the Talon Morning News.
Remember, all students, you must check in and complete the attendance quiz for every class by 12 p.m. noon every school day. Make sure you're not being marked absent. If you're planning to be absent or tardy to a class, it is essential that your parent calls the attendance line at 916-733-3625. We would like to remind you that Miss Yearwood has been kind enough to update our Schoology page with daily prayers and midday mountaintop moments. We recommend that you take time before starting your classwork or as a break in between your work.
Salutations, CB. Despite the fact that we have been ordered to shelter in place by Grand Commander Newsom, I and my guest will persevere to bring you yet another Chet Chats. My guest today is the All-American winner of the Most Likely to Get Hit by a Car award, John Bonini.
What's going on?
So, John, you live in a rescue. That's pretty far away from stuff. More than a kilometer if you're into the metric system. How has that affected your interactions with the coronavirus?
Not that much different from Sacramento. I still have to stay in my house. I'm not allowed to go anywhere non-essential, can't go to restaurants. All the restaurants are closed. All the normal stuff like that.
Interesting. John, if you could make any one business that is currently considered non-essential, essential, what would it be?
I would say the bowling alleys. I feel like my skills at bowling alleys, I've been bowled in so long that they're just going down, and it's gonna be a serious problem. Like soon I'm just not gonna know how to bowl, and I really need skill.
Yeah, if use it or lose it, I think is really the philosophy with bowling.
Yeah. And I'm not using it, so I might as well just lose it.
I think that's it. So the obvious question is, how many times have you been hit by a car?
Well, I've had 2 interactions with cars. I got hit when I was like around 8 in Illinois, crossing a freeway. And then I got ran over in the CB parking lot one day. So I would say I've gotten hit once, but I've had some other altercations with cars.
Do you have any theories as to why automobiles seem to target you in particular? A magnetic field or something?
That must be it. There must be some strong magnet inside of me that just draws the cars to me.
Have you
There's no
eaten
other
have you eaten any magnets recently?
not that I've known of, but it is quite possible. Anything's possible.
Definitely, I agree. I agree. What are your thoughts on digital learning days now that we've had roughly a week of learning from home?
They're going pretty good. I myself am a gamer, and I'm getting a lot of gaming time in that I thoroughly enjoy. Also, it can cut back the long drive to school.
Oh, splendid, splendid. Less time for a car to hit you. What is the best
Yeah,
constructed animal in your opinion?
I would have to go to the sloth. I
Uh,
feel like it's a real powerhouse, top of the food chain animal. Like just the skeleton looks pretty scary. Like if it could move fast, like it would be over.
that would be horrifying.
It would be horrifying.
You're chased down the road by an extremely fast sloth.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
John, in your opinion, what is the worst car brand?
Ford, easy,
Easy, easy, no doubt in your mind.
no doubt in my mind. It's 100% a Ford.
Definitely. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Self-proclaimed gamer John Benini. Thanks for being on the show today, John.
No problem. Thank you, Chet.
Class council elections are still underway, Falcons. You will be able to vote through Voting for Schools on April 1st until April 2nd. Applicants should have turned in their applications yesterday, so stay tuned for updates about your classmates' campaigns and speeches. Your teachers may use their block time for a live class or discussion groups through Schoology conferences. Be sure to check in on Wednesday with your 4 block set teachers, A, G, C, and D sets, during the usual time your class would meet. On Thursdays, check in with your remaining 3 teachers for possible conferences. If you have technical issues related to a certain class, message your teacher. They will either address the problem or direct you somewhere else for help. Along with this, it's important that you take short breaks in between your work to stand up and stretch. Sitting at a desk for an extended period of time isn't healthy for our backs or our bodies. Ms. McDougall recommends making time for exercise every day, which can be a walk around your neighborhood or a 10-minute workout to increase productivity. Up next, we've got a special behind-the-scenes look at sets, costumes, and actors of CB's production of 20th Century, brought to you by director Michael D. Jackson.
The original Broadway production of the 20th Century opened in 1932, and then in 1934 there was a film made with John Barrymore and Carole Lombard, and then in 2004 Alec Baldwin and Anne Heche starred in a revival on Broadway with a slightly revised script by Ken Ludwig, which is the version that we're producing today.
I can raise $1 million, $2 million.
Yes, and I know just how you intend to raise it. Get my name on the contract. Shake down some new angel on the strength of my reputation. Well, no, thank you. I'm through being your meal ticket.
It's a lie. You've been listening to my enemies.
I've been...
fart, that was as big as turkey yet.
I didn't know whether to watch it or stuff it in circle with cranberries.
That's 3 flops in a row. Show the book!
Do you know what I was thinking on my way to the train station? I was thinking of all my 68 productions, Joan of Arc and The Nose of Beautiful. I cried like a baby at every production.
So did I, but for a different reason.
My God, another carton, another loading room, and no one cares that I'm Lily Garland! That I can be a rag doll or an animal in the circus, what do they care? Oh God, I'm so tired.
You poor thing. See it now, the lights over Times Square. Opera now on Broadway. Practically decided to produce.
Really? You have? Oh my god, what do you need me to do?
Follow me. Just sit over there and watch me and say nothing. Ida, where's Lily's contract?
What?
The contract, she's going to sign it.
Oscar, please!
But no, she loves me, I can tell from her screaming. The hair exam, the liar, sheets, office boy. Oh.
Telegrams!
Steve, liar, sheets.
This was our first try at the big Act 2 set change, and it worked out pretty well.
The 20th Century Limited, now arriving New York City, track 27, 20th Century on time.
Red cap.
Red cap. Watch your step.
Red Need cap. A red cap, lady?
Stand back for the train.
Here I am sitting on the set of the 20th Century Limited, and unfortunately, because of the coronavirus, we are canceling our performances coming up. So this video turns into a little making of video of all of this hard work we've done, rehearsals, lots of money, lots of time and effort, and I might say all for nothing, but not quite, because our plan at the moment is to just postpone and come back in May and have some more dates. So I will be announcing official dates once we have that set, if at all possible.
Thanks for sticking with us until the end of our show, Falcons.
Remember to constantly wash your hands and social distance.
We'll see you on Tuesday for our next at-home episode of KBFT.
Have a safe and restful weekend, CB. See you soon.